This is the Heirloom Herbs and Edible Flowers garden compound, and these are the sounds that greet me when there's a light breeze and I step out the door. That's my new whirligig. And my husband built me this deck with his own hands so that I can teach classes, and once COVID is over, I'll be resuming my classes on gardening and crafts. And this is what's playing the music for us. I'm going to take you on a quick walk through the greenhouse. Look at the fennel. This is my herb compound. Yes, it's a mess, but I have a tortoise running around in there. Can you hear the cicadas? I love it. This greenhouse, very simply made of wire shelving, 4x4, and cattle panel bent over with 6-ply plastic yard sale doors I got for $5. And you go in and you can see just simple construction. If you do this, it's not very expensive. I think the whole thing cost us maybe $200, and it kept the plants at about 80 degrees all winter, and we're here in zone 7, 7B, 8A. These are our vegetables for the fall and winter, and I'll be having a plant sale. They were started July 23rd, and it is now the 29th. And if you look at, just about everything is up except the tropical pepper plants. Look at this. We've got bok choy, we've got different types of bush beans, lettuces, cabbage. My husband and I like to say when the seeds are first starting that, can you hear the whisper? Well, now it's getting a little loud in here in the greenhouse. Look at that. Look how loud it is there. Yay! Got some exotic things here, but a lot of Asian vegetables. If y'all haven't discovered your Asian vegetables, the bok choys, the wong boks, the Chinese mustard, you're really missing out. So if you're tired of all the European, just plain old cabbage and lettuce, try the Asian vegetables for, mix it up. Get some of the red vegetables as well to get your antioxidants in. Look at the chard. Can you see that? A lot of this stuff shouldn't be sprouting yet, man. It's up. Look, 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 look. Tulsi was a disappointment this year. I just have 1, 2 coming up, and there's 3, and I must have planted like 10 trays of this. Is the only germination I've seen. Baker Creek is usually very good with germination, but this year their seeds have disappointed me. Got a little bit of storm damage to my moringa trees. These were stepped up a few weeks ago from small trays. They grow 6 feet a year, and that's a trellis we put here with Asian snake gourd going over the top of it. This vegetable is katuk, and you eat the leaves. Very popular on the Pacific Rim as a vegetable. Those are borage plants that are going to go in real soon. But here's my success story here. This is moringa seed that I found for cheap, 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 packaged for human consumption in an Asian grocery store. Usually you pay like $6 or $8 for 4 seeds. Well, for like $3 I got 100 seeds. And these were planted July 23rd. Again, it's the 29th, and I've got almost 100% germination. How weird is that? And if you'll Google moringa plants for sale, you'll see what they go for. And I think this will pay for all my gardening expenses for the last year. So, if you're going to do one of these greenhouses, what I did is I stacked straw two bales high on both sides of the greenhouse for insulation, and then I planted in the straw bales. And this is Malabar spinach and ginger. Those of you who are familiar with scented geranium will recognize attar or attar of roses. I bake with that. Wonderful in cakes. That's about it, folks. Oh, one more thing. These pots that are crammed full of green cardamom, if you're familiar with the cardamom spice, I bought in 4-inch pots 6 years ago, and I bought 2 plants. I've divided them several times. I sell them as individual plants. We're too far north for it to produce the seed pods, but you can take these leaves that smell wonderful, make tea, wrap fish and steam it, or other confections. And that's it. Another view of the herb garden with a rain barrel. And this is how we roll here at Heirloom Herbs and Edible Flowers.